Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Well, today I want to talk about the transit of Jupiter as it goes into the sign of Sagittarius. This is going to wake up a lot of people. This is going to be a great and positive change. Now, before I start into this, I just have to let everyone know again that I have a new app out. It's called Joni Patry Daily Astrology. Go on the App Store. It will calculate your own chart and all of the translations and predictions I wrote personally, and it's based on your horoscope. So with that, also one more thing, if you want all of the translations and predictions free, I offer a free newsletter. Go onto my website and sign up onto galacticcenter.org. Now let's get on and talk about Jupiter as it transits into Sagittarius. And remember, Jupiter loves Sagittarius. This is a sign that it is full strength because it rules Sagittarius. So Jupiter becomes extraordinarily strong, and whatever house it goes to in your chart is going to accentuate and bring opportunities. So this is what I'm going to be basing my predictions for all of you. And remember, this is Vedic sidereal astrology. I am not talking about your Western tropical placements. So you're going to have to figure out your sidereal Vedic chart. And I do have a free chart calculator on my website. Go to free chart calculator on galacticcenter.org, and it will clearly tell you what your ascendant and your moon sign are. And these are the signs I want you to pay attention to for yourself. So Jupiter, wherever it goes in a chart, expands things and it brings opportunities. And the sign that I feel like has been beat up the most lately is Sagittarius. So those of you that have a Sagittarius ascendant or a Sagittarius moon, you've been going through a heavy time because Saturn and Ketu have been there. And now Jupiter's going to come and Jupiter's going to clear the air from where all the heaviness and seriousness and responsibilities have laid. And now Jupiter's going to lighten things up. Saturn's going to move out of the sign of Sagittarius by about the third week of January. But we still have Ketu there. Jupiter with Ketu, by the way, will bring a spiritual awakening of some kind. And in the sign of Sagittarius, it has so much to do with spiritual beliefs and religion, and I think the world is going to go through a transformational change with Jupiter here. An opening, opportunities of seeing things completely different than the old confines and limitations where Saturn was in Sagittarius, Saturn with Ketu. Now it's going to be Jupiter Ketu, much freer, and it will change the world. But for you personally, if your ascendant is Sagittarius, Jupiter will enter into Sagittarius around November 4th, and it will remain in the sign of Sagittarius through most of 2020. It actually will go in and out of the sign of Sagittarius into Capricorn for approximately 3 months in 2020. But for the most part, it's going to be in Sagittarius. So that short span where Jupiter goes into Capricorn will be around March 30th through June 30th. Those basically that span of 3 months around April, May, and June, Jupiter will be in Capricorn, but then it's going to retrograde back and it will stay in Sagittarius till around November 20th, somewhere around the third week of November. Then Jupiter will shift into Capricorn, where it will remain. But for right now, the excitement's all about it coming into Sagittarius, and it will be there most of 2020. So for the signs, those of you that have a moon, oh my God, if you have a moon in Sagittarius, you've been going through the heaviest sati. Saturn being in the sign of the moon. It's all about to shift, because it's not that you're going to be completely out of sati sati, but Jupiter coming into the sign of your moon or your ascendant is going to bring opportunities. It's going to bring a new awakening. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel different. You're going to feel like the weight of the world has been lifted, and all of a sudden you've got all sorts of fresh new ideas, and your whole physical constitution feels stronger, healthier, you're happier. And because Jupiter will be in the first house, it also sheds its light on the 7th house, which represents that relationships will do well. You will have new relationships come into your life, or just your marriage, your present relationships will begin to heal and get better. So important. And you're going to feel like you look better because you feel better. The first house is your constitution. It's your physical constitution, and you feel happier, you feel healthier, you feel like you look better because you're probably more rested, and just the weight of the world is not on you anymore. And your life improves and gets better with new opportunities, a new hope, a new optimism. That's one thing that I love about Jupiter. It's optimistic viewpoint. And Jupiter's all about expansion and travel. So your whole world, from this depressing heaviness, it's going to leave. So I want Sagittarius, risings and moon, to realize how things are about to really change for the better for you. So if your ascendant is Capricorn, this means that transiting Jupiter will be in the 12th from your ascendant or your moon. And the 12th house deals a lot with bringing things to an end. You are bringing so many things to an end and conclusion. You may even be retiring from something, but it means closure, endings. And with Jupiter in your 12th, the 12th house deals with dreams. So I feel like you'll be dreaming more vividly. Pay attention to your dreams in your sleep. And it's also foreign lands and countries. You will have the opportunity to go abroad, to go probably across the water. So overseas, that's a lot of times foreign places when if you have a Capricorn rising or your moon is in Capricorn. And remember, you'll have that 3-month span between April, May, and June where things will even be broader and clearer and more exciting for you, because Jupiter and Saturn will be in your first house. But recognize for Capricorn, Saturn's coming into Capricorn. But realize Saturn loves to be in the sign of Capricorn because it rules Capricorn. So there's a more structure, organization coming to your life, but a lot of freedom because you're going to leave behind some old unfinished projects. It's time for these to let go and change. So if your ascendant is Aquarius, this means that the transit of Jupiter will be in your 11th house. 11th house is the house of gains, of bringing things together, the money you make from your work. You'll be more productive. And furthermore, you're going to meet new friends, new associates, new friends. Important people will come into your life, but you're going to find a whole new group of friends and acquaintances will appear, and they'll be there to help you. So also with Jupiter being in the 11th house, it is casting its light to the 5th. And the 5th house deals with children. So if that's something you're looking towards, expanding a family, with Jupiter in the 11th, it's good. Plus Jupiter, once it's in your 11th house, it is casting a perfect aspect to the relationship house. If you're currently in a relationship, you may be looking at getting married. Plus, another thing is maybe you'll meet someone. So those that have Aquarius as their ascendant, look out. This is the time that you will find it's time to fall in love and meet someone. And this will be a lasting, serious relationship. Could even come through the new groups and friends that you have, or social events, because Jupiter transiting in the 11th house, you're going to have many, many new social events, going to parties and meeting people. And with this comes new relationships. So If your ascendant is Pisces, then this means that transiting Jupiter is in your 10th house. And this means expansion and work, opportunities. You could get an advancement. You could get a raise. You may get a promotion. This is what this is all about. This is an excellent time for career success. Everything starts to change. And heaven knows it hadn't been so lucky before with Saturn K2. You probably last year changed jobs, but now you're coming into a position where you get a better position and job. And with Jupiter's aspect to your 4th house, you may have the opportunity to move because of a job position, an opportunity, a raise. Your boss will be happy with you this year, or you will get a new wonderful boss that you totally get along with. So if your ascendant is Aries, then this means that Jupiter is in your 9th house. And this will depict lots of far-range, distant travels, or that you're going back to school. One way or another, you're learning new information and expanded information. Maybe going to a university, if not taking online classes, but your whole level of expertise and knowledge will grow by leaps and bounds because you're wanting to learn. And even through your travels, you learn, you grow in awareness, and your spirituality becomes deeper, more profound. Yes. Definitely with K2 Jupiter there, you will have a whole new transformation in the way that you believe, in your belief systems. And if your father's still around, you will have a healing and coming together, probably visiting with him. This is a time for healing. But with K2 being there, it could be just a healing of your relationship. And that could mean something profound. So if you have Taurus as your ascendant, then this means that Jupiter is in the 8th house from your ascendant or your moon. And the 8th house is deep. So with Taurus as your ascendant, Jupiter going 8th will be very interesting. As a matter of fact, I think Jupiter always brings people money when it goes to the 8th house. Why? Because it deals with money through other people. It can deal with inheritances. It can deal with legacies. It can deal with taxes. It can deal with, I'm not going to say lotteries because that's what everyone wants to hope to win, but that's just too far-fetched, but it's possible. But the 8th house is also the house of profound metaphysical sciences, and it's also the house of research and analysis. You're going to get involved in sort of like some kind of research, analysis in your own mind, psychological analysis about yourself and your life. This is huge. The other aspect of the 8th house is getting involved in metaphysical studies. You will find that with Jupiter K2 transiting in your 8th house, you're going to be more psychic. You're going to have intuitions that you've never had before. Please, please listen to them. They are absolutely dead on. Okay, so if you have a Gemini ascendant, then this means that transiting Jupiter and K2 are in your 7th house of partnerships. And yes, this could mean a deep, profound partnership that's coming if you're not in a relationship. But this would be dating, but seriousness. And when you meet someone, you'll feel like you've known them. Or it may mean that somebody could come back from your past in terms of a relationship. And be careful, because K2 there can represent that this person may not be of the highest energy, but they could be vastly spiritual. But there's a fine line between spirituality and, well, let's just say deception or illusion. So be very aware but this should bring a beautiful relationship into your life, or even a business partnership. That's what the 7th house deals with. And your work will be much more progressive and powerful. The 7th house is also a house for business. If your ascendant is Cancer, then this means that Jupiter and Ketu are going to move into, well, Jupiter's going to move there, into your 6th house. So the 6th house is the house of health, healing, helping people in work. So you're going to be working harder. You're going to have more work. That's a good thing. And work that you really enjoy. It's also a good time to adopt a pet. That's a 6th house matter as well. So this is the 6th house, but you will get more involved in being more serious about your health. Maybe that's because some circumstance makes you have to be more health conscious. But one way or another, the end result will be a healthier, stronger body. And you will want to be able to help other people understand and grow. Maybe go into counseling or some type of spiritual counseling or spiritual healing. This will be sort of like you working with the energies to heal, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional. This is what you can expect. And the people in your workplace will be very good to you. It is a good time for you to even hire employees. So if your ascendant is Leo or your moon, then this means that the Jupiter goes into your 5th house. Of course, if you're ready to have children, this is the time. This is the time you could get pregnant, your family grows. Or if you have children already, this will be a time that there's a healing with them, or that they will come up with some great awards or recognition for something that they've done. But at the same time, this is the house of creativity. So you're going to be having all these new exciting ideas and prospects come out and you will be asked to give advice to other people because this is the house of advisors. It's the house of entertainment and fun too. So go out and enjoy. Go to the theater, go to the art show, go to the ballet, anything. And it can even involve sporting events, which, sports and of all kinds, football games. Go out, have fun. It can also mean that you can meet someone because this is the house of love and dating. So your heart opens. Now, if your ascendant is Virgo, this means the Jupiter Ketu are in your 4th house. This is everything about your home, your family, coming together, a healing with the mother, with the family, or maybe there's even a move. Maybe you've just moved, and usually this is the case. You've just had a change of residence, and therefore now you're putting down the roots, you're decorating, you're making your home yours. And you feel at home, you feel happy. Actually, what a lot of people don't understand is that the 4th house is the house of happiness. Why? Because it's security. And you have not had a good sense of security for a long, long time with Saturn Ketu all by themselves there. Now Jupiter comes. You're in a place that you enjoy living. You enjoy your family. You enjoy your home. You're feeling more secure. But with Ketu there is a deep spirituality that's going to come for you because I call the 4th house the seat of the soul. It deals with your soul work, and you're going to feel much more connected with yourself and your soul essence. That gives security. So if your ascendant is Libra, then this means that the Jupiter is going to be going into your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of learning and travel. So you're going to be taking new classes, new courses. You will be traveling more. And you're going to find that you're going to be closer to your brothers and sisters because the 3rd house deals with siblings. This is cool. And Saturn Ketu, you might have had some great disruption with them previously, but now there's a healing for siblings. You're going to be going on short trips, maybe visiting brothers or sisters. But one thing for sure is you're going to be learning new things throughout this time, reading books, writing. This is a time for you to start journaling. Through the writing process, it will heal your life. This is a powerful time. Now, if your ascendant sign is Scorpio, You know, this means that Jupiter's just rolled into your second house. And Scorpios have been struggling a little bit financially. They haven't felt secure financially. Why? Because Saturn K2 have been there. But now Jupiter's going there. So the money comes in. You feel more confident. You feel more secure. But another thing is you get to voice your opinion now because the second house is our voice. So speak your truth with Jupiter K2 there. People will listen. Why? Because it's in Sagittarius. This is the truth. You've got a lot to say. But the money situation comes together. You're going to make and have more money throughout the time that Jupiter is in Sagittarius, transiting in the second house from your ascendant or your moon. So with that, that wraps up all 12 signs of the zodiac. I hope you have gotten something out of this and something fun to look forward to for next year, because Jupiter's all about optimism, confidence, expansion, and opportunities. So if you would like to learn more about me or you would like a reading, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Or if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, I have a university. Check it out, an online university, University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.